Enter the hotel inspector. Alex Polizzi has worked in some of the most prestigious hotels in the world, including her family's own Cornish retreat. Can she help the pilgrims progress?
Here in St Maur's is my family's hotel, the Tresanton, so I've got quite a lot of history in the area. I'm about to go across the other side of the water to Falmouth.
To find out where the Mewden is going wrong, Alex will spend the night.
Alex Polizzi.
Good morning, Alex. Mark.
Harry Pilgrim.
Good, very nice to meet you. Thank you for inviting me here.
Oh, it's our pleasure.
How's business at the moment?
Like the school report, could do better.
The Mewden has 29 bedrooms, including 3 executive rooms and 2 suites. For his distinguished guest, Mark's reserved a standard.
And here is your room.
How much is this room?
At this time of the year would be £110 per person.
Per person? Gosh, you still do it per person. It seems cheap for one and expensive for two.
I think it's more that one person's half the price of two rather than the other way around.
Unfortunately, she's been really put in the wrong room. I've just given instructions now to move her to another.
He seems nice. He's obviously bossed about mercilessly by his father.
I'd like her to have one of our executive rooms just a few doors down from where she is. How that happened, I don't know.
This is quite an old-fashioned room. Obviously, there's a few problems with furniture, bit of staining. This is not acceptable.
It's a standard room, but we have an executive room which is not let, and there's no reason why she shouldn't have been put there in the first place. There'll be an inquest.
But for Alex, the executive rooms are a decorative downgrade.
This is even more old-fashioned, dire than the room I'm in. These headboards are awful, as are this little set of chairs.
OK, we've got quite a lot of brown furniture, but it's good quality, lovely antiques, and I think there's a market for that.
There's not a big market for this kind of room anymore. Whatever they think, country house or not country house, the world has moved on considerably since rooms were like this, and they are going to appeal to a smaller and smaller share of the market. It's just the way it is.
Our executive rooms have a supplement of £48 per room per night, and our suites have a supplement of £100 per room.
Per suite?
Per suite per night, indeed.
Again, for Alex, as the rate rises, so the taste nosedives.
This room is even worse than the other. A suite, I suppose. First time I've ever seen a pelmet on sliding doors. Awful sofa. This whole room is very hyacinth bouquet. The decorator deserves to be bitch-slapped. It's incredibly ugly. All in all, I'm quite glad I'm in the room that they gave me, because I would find this room very, very depressing.
She's probably going to suggest a lot of changes that after 40 years I'm not too keen to do.
Nor does the downstairs decor sit well with the hotel inspector.
Feels like a lot of bottoms have gone across these cushions. This looks like an old people's home.
Some people think old-fashioned is a negative word. I think we thrive on the fact that it's a positive.
It's kind of done up like God's waiting room. You know, it is really a shame that a restaurant that has such a stunning view is such an ugliness. I mean, I've rarely seen a restaurant that I dislike this much. It's got amazing natural light, and yet it's got that repulsive red brick wall at that end. Why? This must have been part of the original structure of the house. And then it's decorated with these.
I think if something is said that, or suggested to be done that I totally disagree with, no problem. If that is what it takes to keep the business running, fine. But I go at that stage.
It's like time has stood still.
Good afternoon, Alex.
Good afternoon.
Can we get you anything? A cup of tea or a pre-dinner drink?
No, but I'd love you to sit and chat with me.
Oh, delighted to.
Thank you. Who does the decorating in this place?
Well, I think that really falls down to me.
There's an awful lot of pink.
It's what we've always had.
You seem to me to be number 2 to your dad.
Yes, something like that.
Do you have the vision to change things, do you think? Or are you just kind of chugging along in a well-worn path?
A little bit of both. I have the vision, but I perhaps don't have the enthusiasm to take that vision through. Yes, it's my tenure, it's my watch, but this is my father's baby. Dad is 86 years old. He actually wants to die at work, and I don't want to die at work.
It's becoming clear to Alex that although Mark might be the general manager in name, Harry is still very much the one calling the shots.
I found that really hard, and Mark is obviously desperate. It does feel like a very, very heavy burden.
I commute daily through 2.5 inches of door, and even when I'm not at work, I am at work. Job done. I don't get paid by the hour, you know. To be fair, I think I've given it all, and there ain't a lot left to give.
But can the hotel inspector drive the change the hotel needs?
The man is not for changing.
If we went down one of those sorts of roads, I would just pull out altogether.
Father and son team Harry and Mark Pilgrim have called on Hotel Inspector Alex Polizzi to help them drag their loss-making Mewden hotel back from the brink. So far, she's discovered dated decor
The decorator deserves to be bitch-slapped.
and a general manager spending too much time in his father's shadow.
It doesn't matter how high you climb up the managerial ladder and whatever lofty title you get in the hotel trade, your hand is never very far from the S-bend.
Well, I've always said whoever is nearest is the one that's required.
It's clear that if she's going to stand a chance of bringing the Mewden into the 21st century, Alex will first need to win over Harry.
Can Alex persuade my father where I have failed? I have my doubts. The man is not for changing.
The hotel inspector, however, has other ideas.
She's requested that I have dinner with her tonight, just the two of us. We will no doubt discuss all these angles, and she will find out all the things she wants to as to what makes me tick. Forgive me not getting up.
Please don't.
Your legs don't work as well as they used to.
I'm looking forward to trying out your food.
Well, I hope it comes up to scratch. The AA took away our
Thank you, darling.
our rosette a long time ago.
Cheers.
Yes. And have not given them back.
Let me try the food, and then
Yes.
I'll see what
You'll
I
see
can...
what you think, yes?
I will see what I can suggest.
That would be nice. We get Mark to take the glasses down for us.
Thank you.
There, I'll take your glass for you. Let go of it when it's on the tray.
It didn't want to let go.
Oh, right.
Alex finds a familiar face taking her dinner order.
Well, with the sea at the bottom of the garden, I have to recommend the fish.
I will have fish then.
I've already put my order in, so I'm all right.
It's clear to Alex that Mark has his finger in way too many pies,
One avocado, one monkfish, another monkfish and a venison.
which could be the root of the Mewden's problems.
I understand completely that you are a team, but I think you're a team that needs something to change. How do you feel about either having someone invest some money in the hotel or taking on a manager who you could give some future percentage of, success to?
My answer is quite simple. If we went down one of those sorts of roads, I would just pull out altogether.
You have chugged along like this, in this manner, for a number of years.
Yes.
But you can't make an omelette without breaking some eggs. And we have to decide which eggs are easier to break than others.
It's not just Alex's dining companion that's set in its ways.
Here comes our food. Lovely.
Thank you, dear. Can you get any flavours?
I love mackerel.
The food might hit the spot, but Alex finds the presentation lacking in taste.
The quality of hotel restaurants has improved enormously in the last years, and like many aspects of the Muden, the menu here really does feel like a blast from the past. Of course I want the Muden to regain its AA rosette, but to do that, they're going to have to do a lot. They're going to have to seriously update and upgrade their offering here.
The next morning, after a sound night's sleep, Alex has come up with a plan for the Muden's revival. First, she wants Mark to stop busying himself with menial tasks, stand up to his dad, and start acting like a real general manager.
Please don't take this ill, but you've been a bit wet about this. You're going to have to force his hand, because if he has his way, he's going to go on like this forever.
I feel very cruel talking brutally to my father, who I love dearly.
We've got to try and find a way out of this impasse. I think what we have to decide now is there really a future? Is there something that your family and you feel like you want to keep going through another generation? It's a tough decision.
Yeah, maybe not another generation, but certainly this one. We've got to turn the business around and get it back into profit, because everything hinges on that.
With Mark prepared to step out of his father's shadow, the next element that needs fixing is the restaurant. Alex believes a more appetizing and up-to-date menu could bring in some desperately needed income from the locals through the lean off-season months.
I was very conscious talking to you yesterday that you said you'd lost your AA rosette and you'd like to get it back. But I think that you've got to accept that there may need to be some changes. And it is going to take a little bit of effort. Turning a spotlight on what you're offering and really asking yourself, is this good enough? Because I think somehow it will be so...
Revealing to us just how much people would value something that was really, really nice.
Really nice. It isn't going to be easy, but we can get there.
Last but not least, if the Muden is to survive, there will need to be wholesale changes to the hotel's dated decor. And for inspiration, Alex is going to arrange a very personal field trip.
I'd like to take you, as it's just across the water, to my mother's hotel, not because I think that it is the best hotel in the world, but we do achieve 90% occupancy.
90? I would love half that.
I want to show you what it is that we're doing that's nice. I
Open
suppose,
my eyes to
yes,
the
and
future.
reconnect you a bit with what it is that the travelling public want. Expect. Well done.
The expectations are high, and the only thing high here currently is our prices.
I don't want you to drop your prices. I just want to raise your game.
Enter the hotel inspector.
I'm always very nervous when approaching a family business. However well you get on, the perils and pitfalls of working with your nearest and dearest put strains that no relationship should ever have to undergo.
Alex Polizzi has run some of the most prestigious establishments in the world. Can she save the Madonna Halley and the family from themselves?
Not only is there a fluorescent sign, which is a big no-no in my book, but half the tubes have blown. The attention to detail here is obviously lacking. There's dead leaves and cigarette butts all over the frontage, and all in all, it just looks unkept and pretty unappealing.
To find out why the hotel is failing, Alex will stay the night.
Welcome, Alex.
Hello, thank you so much for inviting me.
A pleasure. Let me show you around.
Thank you.
Please follow me.
Hotel manager Chris is keen to make a good first impression.
This is our restaurant. We have the upper level, the lower level, and in total we can cater for up to around 140 people seated.
I love all the brickwork and everything. Very different from what you expect when you arrive at the outside.
The family used the downstairs area for functions and parties. But despite the unique decor, the furniture fails to rouse a cheer from the hotel inspector.
The floor's gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
The furniture's awful. It's just the colour thing. You've got a blue floor. Why would you have red chairs?
But Chris is confident the upstairs will be more to Alex's taste. The Madonna has 12 ensuite rooms, priced from £55 a night. For his special guest, Chris has reserved his recently refurbished room, 208.
Thank you.
Welcome to your room. Your bag.
Anything I need to know?
Your key.
Thank you.
You have access at any time. If you need anything, dial 200 and we'll be downstairs.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks,
Great.
darling.
You're very welcome.
See you in a minute.
Take care.
Right, well, let's start with the obvious things. I like the purple wall, unusually, and I quite like the art. Everything else in the room is irredeemably ugly. Look at that too. Cover off the box. Why is there a runner here? I mean, am I losing my mind? I mean, is it hiding something?
Oh, yes, it is.
The style is pretty simple. A few trimmings with our ceramics incorporated in the rooms. Not too sure what Alex is going to think, but we'll see.
Look at that! Look at that decorative detail on this awful floor. Look at the mirrors being put on the wrong way.
Our limited budget, I pretty much have to do from the plumbing to everything, basically.
It's all the little bits that are obviously not being picked up on the problem, and there's quite a lot of them. That's going to drive me completely mad.
And it's a similar story in the other rooms.
Gosh, well, things are getting worse and worse. That radio is probably vintage. Look at this. I thought the chair in my room was bad, and this is a lot worse. There's no lampshade on the light, and no wonder it's so hot in here. There's no dials on the radiator, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't possibly turn it down. Oh my God, that's the worst carpet I've ever seen.
So far, Alex has uncovered a mountain of unfinished jobs and outdated rooms, leaving her in little doubt of the challenge ahead.
Every room, every bathroom has something really wrong with it, and it's a mammoth task to fix everything here. They've been here 20 years. When are they going to get round to doing it?
Can Alex work miracles with the Madonna?
10 weeks ago, I told you about this.
You're not able just to take it to that level that we need it to be taken to.
With respect to that, I'm in charge.
It's just madness.
The Madonna Halley Hotel in Edgware, North London. The Florides family has spent the past 2 decades converting and redesigning the mock Tudor residence. But dire reviews and a barely functioning function business is leading the family to ruin. Hotel Inspector Alex Polizzi wants to know why the bedrooms are so neglected.
How depressing.
A visit to the hotel's garden might provide a clue.
I mean, look at that, it's completely amazing. It's beautiful. But this is a hotel.
Alex wonders if owner and master craftsman Ruthless may have spent too much time with his hands in the clay and his head in the clouds.
It's just someone has had a load of ideas and never finished one of them, it seems to me. So now there's obviously excavating over there and stuff's happening over here, and this has never really been finished. I mean, it's just madness.
Keen to meet the man behind the masterpiece, Alex heads off in search of Ruthless.
The plan is that these arches are going to carry on into a sort of a certain geometry, like a square, all the way around. And then there would be another floor, which will fit exactly geometrically and simply over this. And then there would be a dome all in the middle.
Okay. And are you involved in the hotel side of the business, or is this really all that you're interested in now?
Christopher is the inside, and I'm on the outside, and that's how it's going to be.
Fine. Well, I haven't been here very long, and I already know what the biggest problem is going to be. Both Chris and Ruthless are obsessed with the bigger picture. Impressed as I am by this wonderful folly, by their desire to leave such a legacy, ultimately, I'm only interested in their hotel business. And I think they need a lot of bucking up in that regard.
After a comfortable night's sleep, Alex is ready to sample breakfast. The Madonna has two offerings. First, a continental buffet.
It's nice to see some fresh fruit. These are delicious. Cereal's nicely labelled. I mean, it's fine. Breakfast is really fine.
And second, Chris's very own cooked breakfast, charged at an additional £5 per person.
Thank you. Lovely. Thank you. Perfectly adequate for the establishment. Food isn't their problem here.
Fueled by a hearty meal, Alex puts together a plan to bring the Madonna back to life. First, she wants the family to tackle the unfinished jobs in the bedrooms. And to make sure they're clear about what needs doing, Alex grabs manager Chris and girlfriend Eva to point out one or two of the problems.
OK, how many rooms are up to this standard?
None.
No.
OK. These are my criticisms. Box frontage missing. Curtains very pretty, but don't block off the light. Who put that mirror up the wrong way round?
There was a technical issue as to why.
So in here, the biggest problem is obviously...
The wardrobe.
What is the blithering good of that? There is so much here. Tap, very unsafe lighting, the grouting. You're getting where I'm coming from.
Exactly, yeah.
To help Chris bring the hotel up to standard, Alex wants architectural designer Madonna and civil engineering student Bobby to apply the finishing touches to all 12 bedrooms.
I would suggest that you, with your skills, should do room layouts. Okay. Apparently, you are highly organised.
Alex wants the furniture in the rooms reordered to make them more guest-friendly, and some of the decor refreshed to give the rooms a new lease of life.
So you've got to bring it back. Instead of trying to adapt what's already here, I think you have to look at everything with fresh eyes.
Okay.
Next, with a large function space but precious few functions, Alex wants the family to encourage more groups and events to use the hotel.
I think the furniture is ugly, if you'll excuse me being rude to you. But I also think that you're not somehow selling this space well enough. I would like to ensure that we make this as glamorous and as usable a space as possible. And that is going to be something that hopefully I'll be able to help you with. I'd like us to work out how to market this so that every single week you have something happening in here that makes you money.
And finally, management. After witnessing Chris's solo efforts, Alex thinks the family must start singing from the same hymn sheet.
Let's think about this in business terms rather than as a family. If everyone has a job to do and tries very hard to understand that they're the primary leader in their one job, then we might move forward faster.
Yes, with respect to that, I'm in charge.
Yeah, but you do what we tell you.
Yes,
No,
but darling,
not quite.
I've seen evidence of my own eyes is that you're not able just to take it to that level that we need it to be taken to on your own. This is not a criticism, it is merely an observation. So you're good at doing the work, but you're not good at critically judging whether you're achieving what you need to.
Alex checks out, leaving Chris confident he can deliver harmony to the Madonna.
I have no doubt that we can achieve very close to perfection in the time parameters that we have.
Enter the hotel inspector. Can renowned hotelier Alex Polizzi help keep Muff's head above water?
Right, go and placate the chef, because apparently he's in a mood this morning.
Cornwall continues to be a very popular, cheap holiday destination. There is hotel after B&B as far as the eye can see in Newquay, which accounts for the competition there is for prices and why everything here seems to be incredibly cheap.
If Alex came in here and started slating everything, I think I'd probably lamp her one.
Well, this place, the Godolphin Arms, looks pretty run down. It needs a lot of maintenance done on the outside.
There's never quite enough money coming in to do all the things that you desperately want to do.
I can't say that of all the places I've been to that this is the one that really floats my boat.
To find out why the hotel is failing, Alex will stay the night.
Hello, Alex. How nice to see you.
Hi, Muff, how are you?
I'm fine, love, yes.
Are you fully booked at the moment?
Yes, we've got a full coach in this week, so we are a little bit chock-a-block. But,
OK, I'll have a look around and then I'll come and have a proper chat with you.
OK,
Thank you.
It's not long before Alex discovers the tired and outdated decor continues inside the hotel too.
Well, this is a very old-fashioned dining room. I mean, I can't say it's a pretty room. There's orange curtains and orange tablecloths on the table. This carpet, which must have been laid at least 30 years ago. Honestly, I'm completely gobsmacked. I'm sure this did better 25 years ago than it does now, because actually people's expectations were much lower.
Things have been running a certain way for so many years and it's worked all right, so you just carry on doing it that way.
I mean, that has to be insane in the membrane, doesn't it?
The lounge area also fails to make sense to the hotel inspector.
So, this must have been the TV lounge, probably in an era when TVs weren't as readily available and they weren't in the bedroom. Now, what use is this room now? It is pretty depressing. I mean, obviously, she'd like to suggest that this is a reading room, or maybe people play bridge in here. But either way, it doesn't add much to the hotel, does it?
But at least the Godolphin's bedrooms do offer a welcome experience.
Muff has very high standards. It's got to be clean, it's got to be all fresh, it's got to be nice.
They're pretty basic, but they do have everything in that you need. Absolutely perfect. Whatever the problems are at this hotel, they definitely aren't anything to do with housekeeping. It's just what we do.
We're clean. We're good scrubbers.
She's got coach parties in, which are renowned for paying tuppence halfpenny and expecting the earth. The rooms are small. It isn't a glamorous building, but really you get a lot more than you'd think you were paying for. I'm sure that most coach parties think they've died and gone to heaven.
To check whether Muff's guests are getting much more than they bargained for, Alex joins a coach tour for their 3-course dinner.
There we are, okay, no problem. Well, this soup is really good. It's not a cheap thing out of a tin, it's proper soup, but there's too much of it. Already I'm thinking that.
Our accountants always said that over the years you spend far too much on food, but to me that's important because that's just a big part of people's holidays.
Lovely, thanks, love.
Enjoy your dinner.
I will. It's really well cooked. I'm just trying to work out if everyone's getting as many vegetables as me. I don't know how she can put all this in front of you, as well as breakfast and a bed. Is she actually making any money?
Alex has discovered a bargain budget hotel providing a premium service. With dinner, entertainment, bed and breakfast all thrown in, Alex wants to know if Muff can make the numbers add up.
What do you think you make per person per night profit? Do you think you make a profit?
I would say that we probably break even.
But you do realise that the kind of aim to being in business is to make
Is to
some
make
money.
money.
Before we meet tomorrow, do you think you would do me an analysis? Take tonight's menu,
Yeah.
work out what that menu has cost you to put on the table, what clean sheets cost you to launder,
Yeah.
what it cost to service a room. I'd like to shock you a bit and see what kind of profit you make.
That'll be painful.
Over the years, it seems Muff has taken her eye off the ball and could be leading the Godolphin Arms down a blind alley.
Muff doesn't really have an approach to business. She just keeps the wheels turning. But it is obvious that someone has got to give her some business sense. I'm glad I'm here before it's too late.
Can Alex help Muff get tough?
It's time for you to get ruthless. This is year 0.
I think I've got a bit of a fight on my hand there with her over that, really.
She has got to stop the rot somewhere because actually otherwise she isn't going to have a business.
Heartbreaking.
Hotel Inspector Alex Polizzi is at the 3-star Godolphin Arms Hotel in Newquay, run by 71-year-old Margaret Muff Ashwood.
Seeing as my electric bill's £1,000 a month, it would be nice if they turned the lights out after themselves, but it doesn't happen.
With the hotel relying on low-margin coach tours, Alex wants Muff and duty manager Denise to check if the numbers are adding up.
So you've got 2 sets.
So are these figures?
Including that.
Including that?
Yeah.
What are they thinking?
She's desperate to keep this place going. She's desperate for everyone to keep their jobs. I've got to find a way to make her be a lot more businesslike and make some tough decisions. Obviously, really, she's needed to make for a while.
God, if I could give it away for free, I would do.
Alex is worried that Muff's hospitality may be more generous than her bargain basement rates allow. With the hotel leaking money, Alex is keen to plug the holes, starting with the extras in the bedrooms.
Works out 9p a sachet.
How many of them get used, interestingly?
Interestingly, not all of them, Alex. That's the thing.
The next one is teas and coffees. How many of them do they get each?
They get 4 teas, 4 coffees, say 10 sachets of milk.
I've used this phrase before, but one has to embrace one's budget hotel status, I think.
It's a nice...
Darling, of course it's nice. I'm not denying that. Like, it's nice to have a sheet and a duvet. You're doing an amazing job, but unfortunately, the bottom line isn't showing that. So it's not like I'm picking on any particular department,
Oh, no,
but it's
no,
just that
you're
I
here
need
to
to
help
look
us
at it every
make money.
single... Yes,
We
okay?
need to make some money.
Good.
The need to improve the bottom line is made even clearer as Alex takes breakfast in the Godolphin's old-fashioned dining room.
We just have a fairly old, but slightly knackered building. The only way to upkeep an ageing building is to make enough money to keep on maintaining it and improving it. And instead, with the profit margin constantly being shaved, it's becoming harder and harder to compete.
With the numbers crunched, Muff has calculated the income she gets from each coach tour guest. And the news isn't good.
Right, doll, so what have you discovered about your room costs?
Well, that in actual fact, we're running at a loss. Good start, isn't it? We're actually being offered £14.25 a night, and it's costing us £16.39 a night, so per person. So you're actually sort of losing money on a weekly basis. And I'm going to lose such good staff because I can't employ them all.
With the hotel losing money each week, it's clear changes need to be made if the business is to survive. First, with coach parties paying rock-bottom prices, Alex wants Muff to start attracting some of Newquay's more profitable visitors.
I'm absolutely convinced that part of this painful process of change is going to involve having to get more private customers.
Yes.
But to get customers in, we are going to have to tackle marketing. You need to see what else is out there. You need to do some research yourself.
To help Muff migrate from coach parties to the more competitive family market, Alex will update some of the hotel's outdated decor.
It's very important about the first impressions that you get when you arrive somewhere. So I thought I would make this dining room over for you. So that will be nice.
Oh my God, that would be absolutely wonderful.
Also, I'm going to try and do something with the immediate hotel reception.
Alex has agreed to give the hotel a facelift, but Muff has got to do her bit to raise profits too, starting with trimming costs and charging for extras.
You're quite generous in the bedrooms. Body wash, shampoo. You put a lot of coffee and teas, sachets in a room.
Yes.
A lot of sugar, a lot of milk. It doesn't seem right that you're not charging for Wi-Fi. Any frills and furbelows have to be paid for. I think that is the new attitude. I know it's only pennies, but when you're only making pennies, you know, why should someone get something for nothing? You come here and you stay for 4 days, you can use your towel for 4 days.
You wouldn't want them to have their towels for the whole 4 days.
All extras from now on are going to be paid for. Anyone who asks for an extra towel is going to have to pay for it.
Gosh, that seems very harsh.
It's not just the pricing structure Alex wants to change. She wants Muff to toughen up and start becoming more businesslike if the hotel's going to survive.
It's time for you to get ruthless. I mean, you cannot run your business at a loss.
No, obviously.
So this is year 0.
For the sake of my staff and for myself and for the business, I can't go on like this. I've got to make enough money to make it viable.
Alex's warning is clear. If Muff doesn't change her ways, she's going to lose both her staff and her business. A future that's clearly too painful to bear.
It's going to be difficult for Muff to adjust to the new circumstances because she has been running this place in the same way for so long, and this is a way she's comfortable.
It's over there. Oh my God. Don't worry about it.
She has got to stop the rot somewhere because actually otherwise she isn't going to have a business.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
As part of the process of becoming more businesslike, Alex wants Muff to do some research into what other similar hotels offer their guests. So Muff prepares to hit the road.
Mummy's going away for a couple of days, so you've got to stop in your cage because your Auntie Tam's looking after you.
I think it's important for every hotelier to know what their competition is. It's particularly important for Muff to know what else is out there because it's been so long since she ever got winkled out of this environment.
Nightie, wash bag, makeup.
The Dolphin Arms is like Muff's snail shell, and she's just got to see what other people are doing and what other people are doing better than her and worse than her.
Accompanied by granddaughter Stevie, Muff heads up the coast to the North Devon town of Ilfracombe to visit the Osborne Hotel. The Osborne is a family-owned hotel, similar in scale to the Godolphin Arms, catering to both coach tours and private guests. But there's one big difference. The Osborne makes a profit.
Oh, this is nice.
What interests me is whether other hotels are doing what I've suggested that Muff should do. Are they charging for extras? What are their portion sizes like? What's their food offering like? You know, I want to make sure that Muff is in line with other 3-star hotels who are receiving the same kind of money.
Look down the bog, because Sue said check their bogs. Absolutely spotless. Nothing wrong with that at all.
They've only got one soap each instead of all the shower gels and
Yeah.
everything else that we had.
I suppose we're perhaps a little bit more modern, really. That's the
Compared,
difference.
yeah.
I'm not sending her on just a trip away. I'm asking her to do some proper research.
No, look, they've just got plain tea bags. 2, 4 and 6 sugars.
And hopefully to refresh her mind and get some new ideas.
There are tea and coffee making facilities in your room, which are replenished daily. Extra packs available from the Porter's Lodge, 50p. This is a nice idea.
Yes,
See, this is
we
what
wanna
we
do.
want. Meet the team. My God, there's a few pages.
Over dinner, Muff continues her investigation and finds more evidence of where the Godolphin could make cutbacks.
We do bigger portions. Is it really necessary? There are ways we could tighten up a bit.
Back in Newquay, Muff is keen to put her findings into action. Inspired by the Osbornes' warm welcome, she wants to create a brochure of her own.
Come on, let's have a smile ready for our brochure.
No, come on, don't.
3, 2, 1.
Take the picture.
Crap.
Let's do it all. Cancel. Delete.
And Muff's no longer so generous in the bedroom.
Give them 2 of each now. 2 coffees, 2 teas, 4 creams, 6 sugars. We used to give them 4 coffees, 4 teas, 10 creams, and a big handful of sugar. We're definitely saving money. We are definitely saving money.
Muff might have got tough with teas and coffees, but she's still finding it hard to be hard-nosed on charging for extras.
One of Alex's big things, of course, was charging for extras. I think I've got a bit of a fight on my hand there with her over that, really.
I think it's going to be pretty hard for Muff to change her ways because she's been running the Godolphin in a way that's completely ingrained in her for so many years.
The big bugbear is the towels, because I just can't bring myself to charge for towels somehow. It doesn't seem quite right.
She's not a ruthless businesswoman. She never will be. She's just Muff. She's stuck in the mud, and that's it.